Alrighty, we're going to try this one more time. Hello, hello, all you beautiful people. Merlia2031, thank you so much for the follow. We're just going to wait for a little bit to get some people in. I do apologize for the audio issues earlier. We will have to settle for what we have right now. But at least y'all can hear me. Selena, hello. Welcome into chat. I do hope you can hear me now. I'm just gonna pull up some music to put in the background for you guys, and we will be ready to go. Yes, so glad you got to fix the audio issue. Yep, I am very glad too. I do apologize if the music has ads every once in a while. I do not have YouTube Premium. I do not have premium. But I hope the music is just enough for you guys. Please let me know if you can hear it or not. If not, then we'll just stick with my voice. Hello, hello, all you beautiful people. It's great to see all you faces, both familiar and new. Hello, hello, welcome in. Marlia, hello, welcome in. Just a double check to make sure everybody can hear me okay. Is my audio good for you guys? Or is it too quiet? Yep, already. So once again, I do apologize if there's any rustling in the background. I am having audio issues. So if there's any rustling from my pen on the Wacom tablet, I do apologize. Alrighty, for those who had saw my post, y'all know what I'm going to be drawing. I'm going to be drawing Napstablook from Undertale, the next character in our collection. I got inspired by this background that y'all can see over here, so I figured why not put this little guy in the background. I'm just gonna make that a little smaller. Because I don't want to take up the whole canvas this time. I mean, I might, but I'm not so sure yet. But I'm going to focus mainly on the background first. So what I'm thinking of doing is creating like a little waterfall out on the side. Like right here. And then kind of have it like ripple across. Also, I do apologize if any of these colors hurt your eyes. They will be bright. Also, I am just making random shapes here. There's no key design here. Grimmy is a piece of shit. I met him. I only attacked my children. Well, I don't know what to say about that because I am not a man. Unless you were talking about somebody else, please go away. You're not welcome here in the chat. Damn Napoleon, you get what I mean? Okay. That I'm no. No, I'm not gonna pay attention to that. Thank you so much, Selena. Again, this is just working with random shapes. I'm just trying something out. I'm not really big with backgrounds, so this is definitely a new experience. Because usually with backgrounds I just do like spots and little tidbit designs. I don't actually do full-blown scenes. I guess the hardest thing is the fact that even in the game, it was canon that the rivers glow. So it's definitely going to be interesting working with a glowing river. I think I'm going to start blending just a little bit of the background. Because I want to be able to pull these pieces together, but also break them apart easily to where I can compare the rock to actual like grass and whatnot. Max, hello, welcome in. It's good to have you in chat. And like I've said before, it's great to see all you beautiful faces, both familiar and new. Thank you so much for joining chat, and thank you for joining the stream. I've seen those emojis everywhere, but I think I've only seen them like mainly on YouTube. I'm assuming they're like emotes for YouTube or something. Thank you so much, Max. I really appreciate it. Again, we had just started. I think we're what? Yeah, we're like only 20 minutes into the stream. I'm just experimenting right now because again, like I said earlier, I'm not too keen with backgrounds. But I always love giving him a shot. I forgot that was on the wrong layer. That is not good. Because I know in the game it has like these random specks everywhere. So I'm trying to comply that into where I would find those specks. Because usually you would find them like near edges or near like bits that are supposed to be like considered mossy. Actually, I like leaving a little bit of the blank space there. The good thing about the brush that I'm using, which is the, what is the title of it? The Tattoo Inker. I'm gonna make a line that looks a little bit bigger than that to show you. Like, see how it shows up on the page? It has like that little grit texture to it. That's always good for stippling when it comes to working with them. Let me go back to the same size. Because then you can actually make it look like the specs. You can actually add light touches and details to it. Because when you zoom out, it may look a little blurry, but then when you get closer to the details, you will see it more. Because I'm going to add little bits to the outlines of it to make it actually look more appealing, I guess. I don't know the right word for it. But the edge of each detail is actually going to have a light touch of the river glowing on it. You'll find out what I'm doing in just a moment. I know it looks insane right now, but trust me, you'll find out what I'm doing. For artists that actually know what I'm doing, yeah, they get it. Yep, trust in the process, guys. That is correct, Selena. Actually, I could do this instead. This actually can be an easier process. And most of the time, this is actually the easier process. Once again, I do apologize if this hurts y'all's eyes. I know the glow effect can be a bit much sometimes. It hurts my eyes because it's so gorgeous. Oh, Selena, really? No, I appreciate it. But no, I know sometimes, like, when I was drawing Grilby, the glow effect on his flame definitely bothered some people's eyes. So that's why I'm saying the little warning now. I do apologize if it does bother people's eyes with the glow. I'm trying to stay a little bit further away when I'm working on this project. All right, a quick question. Where do you think I should display the flower? Do you think I should do the flower up here, or should I do it like somewhere down here? I'll still be working on the background here a little bit, but I'm actually going to add something there, so. What is that? Is that on my screen, or? No, that is not on my screen. Here we go. Cool. But you know, I'm asking you guys, where do you think the flower should go? Because I want to add the flower in because that's the whole icon of this this area. Second one, do it down there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Alrighty, so I'll keep that there so I can work on that later. But I will remove the layer for now. I'm just going to highlight a few more bits in the back. And I will actually put a little glow spot to where I actually am going to do the flower. Because I do want Napsta Blue to be like somewhere right here. I'm gonna blend this over to the side a little bit. Because I don't want the full background to be just black. Let's try... That shit doesn't look that bad, and I'll add some darker blending. Because I don't want it to be black, I actually want it to stand out and actually connect with the whole area. Hmm. I might blend these just a little bit. Just to test and see how that looks. I like the blending a little bit, but not as much as I actually do like the specs kind of showing up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a couple more specs to actually give the world a little bit more detail. But yeah, like I said earlier, this is the stippling process to where I'm not just moving my brush up creating a pattern. I'm having to click. Each of these little ticks is actually my pen clicking down on the tablet. If I had a clicker counter, I would definitely do it. Yeah, we'll just get to experience a little bit of stippling for quite a bit. Gabriel, hello, welcome in. Once again, it is great to see all you beautiful faces, both familiar and new. Thank you so much for joining, chat. It's going well, Gabriel. How about yourself? Waterfalls look underrated? Yeah, I agree, Gabriel. Honestly, I loved chilling in there whenever I got to play the game. Like it was just so relaxing. And the music that Toby Fox made for it was absolutely incredible. In a weird way, it also kind of reminds me of Avatar, if any of y'all know what that is. Not the Avatar: The Last Airbender, but it reminds me of Avatar, like the jungle. The music is such a banger for Waterfall. Yes, I do agree, Gabriel. It is really, really good. Toby Fox did an amazing job with just the game overall. But no, I'll be adding our beloved little character in shortly. Yeah, sometimes I want to make certain specs bigger to actually add like a little bit of like a glow effect. Plus, giving diversity amongst the page is actually really good as well. I mean, it's looking pretty fire. Thank you so much, Gabriel. I really appreciate it. This is one of my first attempts of doing like background work, especially with like more details. Usually I just do like little like polka dots like this and whatnot in the back, but I figured since it's such a simple character, why not have a little bit more of a complex background to complement it? The goat in the goated area. Yeah. Honestly, where did the whole like idea of like becoming the goat come from? I'm confused. Usually I'm easily I can easily get those. I can find out what they came from, but I can never find out where the goat whole thing came from. Cause goat climb mountains and it gets to the peak. I don't. I mean, if that's what it means, then all right. I mean, I saw the movie, and I'm not sure. I think goat was an acronym, but I don't quite remember. I don't think I'm gonna add too many more specs because I don't want too much focus on this. I say as I casually add way more dots than I thought I was going to. Once again, thank you all so much for joining in. For those who are just joining the stream, welcome. Today we are drawing Napstablook and the waterfall world in Undertale. I am so sorry that I'm stuttering so much. Thank you. I don't know. I think I just talked a little bit too much today to where now all my words are just closing in on each other. To nothing makes sense to what I say. Feel that? Yeah. Just today I've had to talk to a ton of people, which I'm not usually good with. I can finally zoom in over here without having it bother y'all. Well, there we are. We have that little flower. It's not the same general color, but it will blend into the background. I can get rid of that layer. I can lighten this one. Alrighty, I think it's time to add our little buddy. Our little boy Nabstablook. Honestly, I kind of wanted him laying down. Because here I can do this. He will have a little bit of darker shading the further away that he is from the waterfall. But since I want to include him into the environment, I have to use the shading of that environment. So if it's further away from the lighter color that actually will glow like a teal or a cyan color, I have to find the darker shades that will blend into making it look a little bit darker instead. Plus, this also gives him as a character dimension. And then I need to see his eyes. Y'all chat, should I make him fall asleep or should I have him awake? Have him awake. Like he's just zoning out. Alrighty, Selena. I wanted to at least add his headphones because that's a special part of him, including his little top hat, but I don't know where to put the top hat. For those of you who think you know what I'm doing for this little thing, please, I'd love to see y'all's comments of what you think I'm doing. He looks so cute. Thank you so much, Selena. Alrighty, all you beautiful people, there it is. There is y'all's finished piece. As the first time doing a background piece, I am really I'm proud of myself for how this turned out. But as most of y'all know, for those who are for those who come in frequently, I ask this one last question to y'all of how many layers do you think this took? Now, last time we were sitting at what, like maybe like 29 frames? But this one, yeah, go ahead. I'd love to hear all your guesses. You should be proud that background looks so freaking good. Thank you so much, Selena. I really, really appreciate it. But no, for those who are in chat, how many frames do you think this drawing is? I think it took 20 layers, not sure. Okay, that was a good guess. But this has us ending at 36 frames. Like 36 layers. But all this is where I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you all so much for who have joined in. I really, really appreciate it, y'all. Dim wasn't even close. It's alright, Selena. It happens. The next stream that I will be doing will be on TikTok. And that will be the update on the Harlequin piece that I will be doing traditionally. I'm painting it. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and close off. Thank you all so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. And this is Rebecca. I will see y'all later.